Oops. I wanna be free, so free, like a bird in the tree. I wanna fly high, so high, like an eagle in the sky. And when my time has come, I'm gonna lay down and fly. And when my time has come, I'm gonna lay me down and fly. Pachamama, I'm coming home to the place where I belong. Pachamama, I'm coming home to the place where I belong. How's it going, gang, gang? Little gang, gang, gang. How's it going, gang, gang? It's interesting how we sit around and we listen to those speak on our name. Those who have behaved so atrociously. Those who have broken so many rules regarding humanity, dignity. And loyalty to a sacred way of being. We got a lot of folks out there who say that we have psychopathic tendencies. Why? Because we refuse to lay down and die. Because we fight back. Because we look at our life not as a game, but as a right given to us by Creator. So that we can try to explain our own position in this world. Perhaps what it means to us, right? And there are a lot of folks out there that are reading scripts and they don't feel that we fit just right. You know, our status as a royal, perhaps. We're supposed to wear ball gowns and high heels. We're supposed to be sophisticated and present ourselves well. We're supposed to impress people with our professional appearance while holding ourselves apart from them, above them. Special. Somehow. Curator and his friends over here have a registered nurse. Now, a registered nurse may not be such a good thing, considering that we now know what they've been transferring in the hospitals. Especially if you're looking for a matchy-match to somebody who actually has official title, status. Of course they want to set this person up with the registered nurse. They're looking for a harvest. They're saying a masculine has psychopathic tendencies. Apparently he's been matched with the last cosmic dignitary. Isn't that something? They complain and say that the Satan has a prophecy that this one they complain of, taking away their harvest, their savior, their intercessor, their dignitary, is going to, in a couple of years, unalive them all to the kingdom of the Satan, and that the cosmos will be in danger. But it's actually what they want. They need this registered nurse to gain access and then do a transfer. So they're out here fear-mongering. And it could be true that the first one that was done, the alpha sacrifice, Yeshua, well, I don't know. Do you think that Yeshua had psychopathic tendencies? They say that at a young age he destroyed somebody. Could have been a setup, a false conviction, just as many of we have received. The Omega, the last sacrifice. Perhaps his original mate, viewed as a prostitute, layered in orgy sex magic, and deceitfully convicted. Of the illusion. It's been thousands of years, you know, of fear and pain and torture. This ensnarement, this prisoner of war relationship. We've all worn personalities forced in upon us in our mental bodies that did not belong to us, of these karmic lifestyles, drinking and smoking and partying, fluttering around and being too friendly, perhaps, with other women's husbands, just talking, not even realizing that maybe it was disrespectful. To oneself or anybody. And after 6,000 years or more of this ensnarement and forced service and carrying of the load of the dead energy, transmuting it, living in it, scorched by it, the cellular structure of our system became it. And we carried the shame and the blame of it. The identity of it. See? So while we may believe about ourselves that we have these tendencies because we have the memory in our cellular body and in our energy, do you truly feel that we're incapable of stripping those tendencies out of our system? That the Creator cannot renew us, reset us to a place of innocence, and perhaps adjust our thinking toward a greater discernment, perhaps, so that we aren't exposed to the risk of the failure we once experienced. Now, I heard creators say that lust will be your or your downfall. Lust shall be your downfall. And it seems to me that maybe lust got a hold of somebody. And it wasn't the wife. Although it was she who took the blame. Or was it? The competition is to see who gets a life of luxury, who gets the status of a queen. There's a script out there as to what that should look like. Dignified, detailed, oriented, and pre-approved verbiage presentation. There's a specific way that a royal one, I suppose, has to behave. We've got objection over here on this side, and this side would be, I suppose, God's chosen ones. But are they? Because from what I can see, it must be the 4D, fraudulency. But it could very well just be that is the reality. Our bodies carry scarring from things others did to us. And we can see it on our flesh. The inside scarring, though, we cannot see. We can only feel it. And even if we heal the wounds, the memory still dwells there, bringing doubt trepidation, and perhaps even fear of a new failure. And if you believe that the one you're coming with in this cycle is somebody returning from long, long ago, you're getting another chance. But you realize that you're the last of your kind. And it could very well be a setup for harvest. And it requires relationship. What do? Do you trust the stories that they tell about me and you, he and she and they? You have to believe in something. Are you going to believe in what they say? Are you going to believe them when they tell you that you lack self-control? Are you going to believe them when they repeat it over and over and over again by those who have the pen and the paper of your application for opportunity? We've been living in a world that believes in lack. We've been told over and over again that we are unqualified. We've been given a language and a spell book. I have heard some of the most intelligent women who absolutely train the children that they teach regarding unity and building or creating as a collective, a group with their projects. She demands it. And yet she is treated as though she is stupid. And she calls herself dumb. She is a science teacher, an intelligent one. And I hear her calling herself a dipshit, a dummy. And I examine the language that we have been given, and I'm like, why are we cursing ourselves all the time in this way? With the lack of intelligence, with failure, with ugliness, smallness, lack of self-control, mismanagement of self, an inability to grow. When it is those very ones using this language and that's driven in their mind this way, who are out here teaching the children in a good and sacred way. So what are you going to believe? Number one, about yourself. Are you going to examine your life and you know you're full well intelligent and you know that you would never let a kid fall off of your shelf? But the whole world will convince themselves that you are not the one. And they will also convince themselves that the one you have chosen will destroy everyone. I have lived 60 years of pain, alone, suffering. I know I'm capable of holding on to my soul while the most heinous things are occurring magically in the mental. So about the one that you've chosen, are you to believe what they say about this one? And that after all of this time, that somehow they have not gained self-mastery, or at least a semblance of it, as you have? Are you going to believe in betrayal, the same that you've always received? Are you going to believe that your second chance is just a form of hypocrisy, waiting to be? You've got to believe in something.